I've got it up and running. Okay, state of flux. So as I recall, we are right at the end of Sector 2, and the people were very angry with me because we hadn't left yet. It is time to leave. On to Sector 3.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. The crew's persistent capacity for adaptation under the sustained pressure of the Kazon Nistrum threat is exemplary. This unexpected resilience offers crucial protection against the ongoing threat of Kulla and Seska, a protection rendered necessary by my own deficiency. My oversight in identifying Seska's treachery was a significant operational failure. I tendered my resignation as Chief of Security to the Captain. It was refused repeatedly. An illogical decision I attribute to her evident emotional bias. Supplemental. Sensors detected an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The Captain intends to investigate, classifying the potential hazard as a welcome diversion. The human capacity for welcoming variables of unknown origin and potential threat remains to me an inexplicable phenomenon.
All right, so that's Tuvok's entry.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Seska, huh? Wasn't that a neat little surprise? Undercover agent running off with an intergalactic thug with bad hair and anger management issues? All we need now is a dashing hero to sweep in and save the day. A dashing hero that saves the day. No, seriously though. We've been playing cat and mouse with these Kazon for ages, and Kulla is nothing if not persistent. But we all know Seska's really the one pulling his strings. Give credit where it's due, she's good. Evil, but good. What's actually surprising is how well the crew's holding it together. No Starfleet versus Maquis brawl in the mess hall.
Good at being able.
Yet. Supplemental. Our sensors just picked up an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The Captain wants to investigate this welcome diversion, and that's my cue. Voyager isn't going to steer itself into its next big adventure.
All right. So, on to the next thingy. There we go. I was like, why is that not working? It's fixed now. Okay. The crew grows increasingly homesick. It's more than just missing the Alpha Quadrant. There's other things, and I hit the button by mistake. So I guess it's not important. Alright, let's... Now you can go back and pause the screen if you need to. On the VOD. Alright. Alright, so there is an ionized hydrogen cloud that Janeway wants to research. But before we do, what do we need to get on the way? There's a Planet of Plenty we should probably take a look at. Let's make sure we've got some science happening. Yes, there's currently no research in progress. Okay. So, right now, what's going on? Okay, we have 30 science. Which means we can't do much. Honestly, with 30 science, that's too much. That's tier 1 is still too much. Here we go. Captain's Acknowledgement is the one that's the least, and it's 40. So yeah, we need to do some more stuff before we can do that. All right. We also interestingly enough, we have crew who don't have a place to stay. And the reason for that is everything got turned off. I don't know if I did that or if the computer did that or what, but we turned it all on. Now we're fine. So we were building a battery component. We were removing emergency quarters. We're trying to work our way around to getting a better setup. We also need to get this life support at some point, but before we do, what we really need is we need some of that All right, so I'm going to need some of the bio thing. So yeah, that's got to be the number one priority, is that bio lab. And the bio lab, since I mentioned it again, it gets bumped up. So bio lab is our third highest priority at the moment. Science lab and engineering office. Okay. So, when these are done, I need to go back to hull repair, because right now we're not doing so well there. Okay, so what we need is this class health battery. So let's get this first. The Planet O'Plenty. Oh, we just finished removing these emergency quarters. So we can start somebody working on hull repair now. Okay. Yeah, things are looking pretty decent. Let's see. So if we want to work on the biolab, what that's going to require is we're going to need a tier 2 science, which is 70 science, and we're also going to need the biolab, which is also 70 science. Yeah, so that's 140 science somewhere, yeah. Alright, let's take a look at this. We've identified a lush planet teeming with life and rich in untapped mineral deposits. Unfortunately, the planet's volatile climate leaves little time for exploration. With intense storms predicted to arrive soon, we can only focus on one objective. Alright, let's see here. Oh, my wife is so loud. Alright. Sensor array level 4. Okay. So we want to gather food, we want to gather uranium. So right now, we really could use either one. That's an idea. There's no food nearby. There is some uranium nearby, so I guess that makes our decision for us, doesn't it? So gather food. We gained 500 food and foraged successfully. Okay, so there's an emergency landing, a distress call. We could get some crew out of that. We do have somewhere to put crew if we get crew, right? Oh yeah. Actually, toggle the power off. So yeah, we've got 7 spots for crew. So yeah, that is a thought. Okay. And I'm thinking about making these 5 people sleep in the corridor. And then building another, upgrade. Because upgraded quarters would fit 10, and we got 5, so that would work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Wait, I don't have anybody to build. When we're done building the battery compartment, then we'll do that. Okay. So Is there any trading to be had? No, trade's next turn. Okay. So, we do have space for people. Let's go to pick up some people. Trade offer has been completed, and we have finished building this. So, we will now have them working on demolishing these emergency quarters. There's now 5 people sleeping in the hallway. Alright. We've encountered a small Talaxian ship that's been destroyed. Sensors indicate the crew managed to escape in a single shuttle, which is now stranded on a desolate moon, with the life support failing. They've asked for a rescue with no ship to return to. Do you want to beam the crew directly to our ship and invite them to join us? Let them use our shuttle bay and refuel before setting off to their home, or just abandon them? Okay. So here's the thing. We can give them our shuttle, and that'll improve our morale. And that's what that'll do. If we get crew, the crew will join us and they'll help us. Yeah, we want crew. 6 crew joined Voyager, and we got 100 morale. We still got morale, but not as much as if we'd given them our shuttle. And now, yeah, we've got a problem because there's too many people. All right. Especially since we're demolishing these emergency quarters. Okay. Hey, Kim says, Bioneural gel packs. Captain, if you have a moment, our supply of Bioneural gel packs is finite, and building a dedicated biolab on board would help us synthesize new Bioneural gel packs. They're required for repairing our knife support systems, and they're also a fundamental component for constructing and upgrading many of our Eternal ship rooms and modules. Establishing this lab would grant us unparalleled self-sufficiency and ensure Voyager can maintain and improve itself for the duration of our journey home. Hey, it's that biolab that we're trying to do already. Well, biolab is now in our top 3 priorities. Keeps going up. Alright. Can I turn this on? I can. Alright, so we can start clearing some of these rooms, actually. Once we're done with what we're doing up here. Okay. In the meantime... Where are we? Okay, we're right here. You want to go ahead and investigate the ionized cloud? Okay. Well, then, let's hope so. Captain, we reached the cloud. Orders? Approach the cloud. Let's see what all this is about. Captain, the source appears to be a Federation beacon. Federation? Authenticate the signal. This code was not scheduled for implementation until stardate 48423, a month after we left Deep Space Nine. Starfleet's been looking for us. So do you want to support his optimism or, put a damper on it? Alright. Glimmer of hope never hurts, Ensign. Morale up 100. We've topped off our morale. Let's see what this beacon's about. So we can scan it from afar. We could beam it aboard. We could tractor the beacon, or we could fly into the cloud. All these have a 100% chance of success. I don't know. I think scan is probably the smart move. Long-range scanners, Ensign. The cloud's interfering with our sensor readings, Captain. And we got attacked by a Kazon ship. We're taking fire from inside the cloud. A Kazon raider closing in at 158 Mark 9. Hail them or battle stations? Hail them. No response, Captain. I guess it's battle station time. Evasive maneuvers, return fire. Alright. They have improved their weapons. I wonder where they got these better weapons from. You remember that they stole our stuff last time. All right.
Orders, Captain.
I want to attack. Their shield.
Moving to
I'll take
attack
out
the
their
starboard
shield.
side, Captain.
That should end this.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Shields down, Captain.
Okay, our shields are down. And I am immediately boosting them because B'Elanna has that ability. Go, B'Elanna, go. I'm going to keep
Moving to
going
attack
through
the starboard
shields.
side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Okay, we just took out their shields. Food, duranium, and morale. Hull breach on deck 4. The swirling gases of the cloud offer little warning as a Kazon vessel emerges from the haze, ramming a shuttle directly into the Voyager's hull. Sparks fly, alarms blare, and the bridge crew is thrown into chaos. Through the ruptured hull, Kazon warriors swarm aboard, their motives unclear. Is this a desperate attempt to cripple Voyager, or do they have a more sinister objective? Captain, the Kazon are continuously matching our shield frequency. They know all of our access codes. They were targeting our transporter modules. They have taken one when they boarded the ship. They're hailing us. Ah, Janeway. I hope you enjoyed our little reunion. Kala, the transporter module you stole was designed for Voyager. It's useless to you. Oh, is that so? Hello there. Remember me? I might look a little different. Seska? I'm in the process of restoring my Cardassian physiology. Yes, Kachakote. I was spying on your precious Maquis the whole time. Surprised? You should have guessed sooner. You were always so predictable. It's a relief to finally shed that pathetic Bajoran disguise. Anyway, Janeway, I see your crew and ship are still in one piece, despite your incompetence. Impressive. Stay calm and greet her or return the compliment. Yes. Okay. It's good to see you too, Seska. I'd love to stay and chat, but duty calls. Goodbye. Deck 4's hull integrity is critical. The Kazon shuttle has to go. Now. So, we can get rid of it several different ways. We can physically dislodge the shuttle, 65% chance of success. We could tow it out with one of our shuttles, 85% chance of success. Or we have that linked beaming that we learned, which has a 100% chance of success. Okay. Use link beaming to beam the shuttle out piece by piece. Shuttle's been successfully beamed out, Captain. Okay, I just want to take a second. This game is already better than the show Voyager. You know why? Because a consequence of a prior episode, something we had done for a prior thing, is relevant here. And that makes it better. Automatically. Alright, let's continue. Now we can focus on Kala. Do we have a lead? The sector's teeming with phenomena that interferes with our sensors. We're blind. Forgive me, Captain, but is going after Kala the wisest course of action? All they've stolen is a small computer component. The capabilities of this small computer component extend beyond simple transport. Its potential as a weapon poses a significant threat to this sector. I know Seska. The module is just bait. She wants us. And we're blind. Okay. So, should we go after the transporter module or just let them have it? Okay. This action has consequences. They want to ambush us? Fine. We'll turn the tables. We have to prepare ourselves for a dual threat. The Kazon and this sector. We're in the dark, so we'll have to be ready for anything at all times. Long-range sensors are being jammed by these phenomena. We'll have to rely on short-range. Scan for warp signatures, communication snippets, anything. All crew to your stations. Yellow alert. Alright. So we have to accept the incoming comms request for maneuvers. Captain, defensive and offensive capabilities have reached optimal parameters. Voyager is now better prepared. Understood, Lieutenant. Perhaps it's time we move on then. Okay, so one of the things we had to do was make sure that we had sufficient weaponry to take on Seska, which we already had it, so we're good. Alright, so we can search for clues for Kulla's whereabouts by flying to other systems. And we also need to research and buy that biolab. Okay. So, in this system, we need some duranium. And we probably need some of this fuel as well. Okay, we have removed the emergency quarters. Let's go ahead and build normal quarters. So we still have 11 people that don't have a place to stay. We might. So let's put a pause on our hull repair. And we'll start clearing this room so that we'll have space for another nice set of quarters. Alright. We're up to 37 science. We need more. We've detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful here. Alright, once again, we need that waste disassembler, which is essentially a toilet. But, since we don't have that, I assume shuttle? Unfortunately, there are fewer useful parts than we'd hoped scattered in these debris. Even with the shuttle, we could not find anything more than this. That's okay, because we are currently clearing something that's going to give us some more duranium. Alright, we got this interstellar cloud. Let's look into this a little bit. Okay, nebula scanning. Again, I'm laughing at that from a prior playthrough, because we're going to be... Nebula scanning is going to be up in the 40s or 50s by the time we're done. It takes so long for us to actually get it. Like, I keep track of the instances it asks. It's going to be way up there. All right. Do we deploy collector probes for a safer, less thorough, less efficient collection, or do we want to risk Voyager by flowing them into the cloud? Honestly, we don't need it that bad. I'm going to say collector probes is the safer one, is the smart option here. And we've practically topped it off just with that. So, groovy. All right. Sector. So we've got several side quests. And there's probably in each sector going to be part of the main quest as well. Like I said, we can't scan them. The phenomenon are interfering with our ability to find the Kazon ships. Alright, we've dismantled a ruined room, which gave us stuff. We went to then immediately turn around and build crew quarters. There we go. So we've got 2 sets of crew quarters, and we should be able to clear something out soon. We want to build another battery up here too. Yeah, that's a thought. Alright. Okay, nebula warning. We are in a nebula. We will be blind in the nebula. Crew quarters, life support active. Okay, so we got the life support taken care of. For this one. We have one person who doesn't have a place to stay. So we're going to build these crew quarters for them. All right. Let's go ahead and get hull repair going. Okay. Nebula. We've entered a nebula. These vast cosmic clouds interfere with sensor readings. Proceed with caution, Captain. All points of interest within the nebula are currently obscured. Scanning is not possible. We could upgrade stellar cartography to scan for nebula. Again, that's like one of the hardest things in the game to get. Now, we can go to all of these places. I don't recommend it, because what it's going to do is it's going to take time, and it's basically a crapshoot. There's no telling what we're going to find in any of these places. So, for the most part, they're good. Now, we do have threat level 2, which means we're going to get ambushed a lot until we can make peace with some people. So that's another thing. That's another reason to do the side quests, to try and get this sector to believe that we're peaceful. Because currently, all they have are the Kazon, the locals, telling them, "Oh, these people are horrible." All right, so I'm going to do this side quest. Crew quarters, life support active. Okay, so crew quarters are good. Let's turn off the power there and turn it back on. There are 3 people in this emergency quarters. So, what I'm going to suggest, let's go ahead and clear this out, and we can turn off the power to this, and then all the people will be in the nice spots, and then we can decommission this and use this space for something else. There's a couple things that use 2. One of them is shields. We could build another shield generator. So that's another thing we could do somewhere along the way over here. All right. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Let's take a look at this phenomenon. We're being hailed by someone on the surface. Their signature is unfamiliar. No match in our database. It's a Conian. So, answer the hail or ask Neelix what the heck he's talking about. Hakonian? My people were at war with them for the better part of a decade. They won. Any idea what they want from you? No. Answer the hail. On screen, I'm Catherine Janeway of the starship Voyager. You've requested to meet with us. As I stated, Captain, I would like to speak to the Talaxian named Neelix. I'm Neelix. What do you want?
Where is he?
I would prefer to speak with you in private. Your life may depend on it.
Okay.
Just say what you have to say. Who are you, anyway? Forgive me. I am Dr. Mabor Jetrel. You're... Captain, he's a mass murderer. He developed the Metreon Cascade, a weapon of genocide. He killed my family. If I'd been on Rhinax when the Cascade hit, I would have died with them. I don't deny it. I won't even try to apologize. I'm here to clean up the consequences of my sins. You were part of the team sent to Rhinax to evacuate the survivors, am I correct? Several of the rescuers later developed metremia. It's a disease caused by metrionic radiation. It can lie dormant for years, and once it activates, the body's atomic structure undergoes fission. Let me examine you. Maybe... I'm touched by your tender concern for my health, but I'd rather swim with Corellian eels than be examined by you. It's a simple examination. Your life may depend on it. Please? So, we can try to convince Neelix to be examined. 65% chance of success. We can let Kes convince Neelix, and she's very high level, so she got 85% chance of success. Or just say, Neelix is not going to be examined at the end. Alright. Help us, Kes. Neelix, if there's something wrong with you, our time together is precious. It would break my heart to lose even a moment of it. But Ugh. Alright then. Do your little examination, Doctor, but only on my terms. We do it on Voyager, where I can keep an eye on you. You won't regret it. I'm not so sure about that. We'll prepare everything for the procedure, Dr. Jetrel. With Neelix currently unavailable, his duties will be temporarily covered by Scheiben. This well-traveled Talaxian is a bit reserved, but he's seen his share of the Delta Quadrant, even surviving as a Kazon captive. He's a true survivor with a quiet, deep knowledge of the region. Scheiben sought refuge on Voyager when chaos erupted in Javen's slave camp, allowing him to escape. His presence will ensure a seamless transition. You learn a lot when you meet the wrong kinds of people, Scheiben. Alright, well, Jetrel is examining Neelix for the next 5 turns. We can hang out inside this nebula, but the fact of the matter is, without being able to see anything in here, we were kind of wasting our time. So you should probably head to this next sector. Captain, I'm picking up a faint data stream with partial Kazon encoding, transmitting the coordinates to the helm. A potential transmission. Further inspection may reveal Kulla's position. Helm, proceed with caution. This could be part of Seska's trap. Okay, we can scan everything here, so let's do that. So we have something we've scanned, so that is something we can advance the plot with. We also have another side quest over there. Okay, in 2 turns, Jetrel will have finished his examination of Neelix. So there's Duranium nearby. That's 2 turns away, so probably want to go ahead and just do that. Okay, we've removed the ruined room. And Jetrel wants to talk to us. My fears have unfortunately come true. Mr. Neelix is suffering from atremia. So, I'm dying? With my knowledge in Voyager's technology, we may have a chance to cure you. Meaning? Your transporters. They could be the key to curing matremia. Even all these years after the bombardment, Rhinax is still surrounded by a Metrian cloud. With relatively minor modifications, your transporters could possibly retrieve a sample of this cloud. To what end? If I could isolate the free isotope that causes the illness, I could synthesize an antibody, in theory, at least. Is the isotope stable enough for transportation? I believe so, Captain. However, it would require a few adjustments to your transporter room. Okay, so, should we ask Neelix what he thinks about it, or order engineering to begin preparations?
When I got there, someone started saying, tell us about
Alright.
Day.
I apologize for my loud wife in the background.
And he
How are you?
actually answered.
How are you coping with all this, Mr. Neelix? I won't lie, I'm not ready to go. Not yet. Even if it means letting that monster of a doctor anywhere near my homeworld again. We'll do everything in our power to help you, I promise. Let's order engineering to begin preparations. Our engineering team is at your service, Doctor. Understood, Captain. Helm, set a course for Rhinax. Alright, so is Rhinax anywhere near here? Oh, we need the transporter containment research in the science lab first. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's build some more quarters. And then after that, we should be in pretty good shape. You know, eventually we'll be able to research the Bioneural Gel Pack stuff, but not yet. Yeah, one day. Alright. Small debris field. We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. Hey, look. If only we had a toilet. Alright. Waste disassembler. Has outpaced sensor array on importance. I mean, do you really need a toilet? Yeah, this is not working, Cat. Go somewhere else. And now she's upset that I kicked her out of my lap. She's been in my lap for over 10 hours today. Alright, let's say... Okay, tractor or shuttle? It's shuttle, right? Captain, there's a considerable amount of value in this debris. The shuttle's helped, but sadly some parts are just too dangerous to recover. Okay. Good deal. We can get some more food. We can get some more science. And then decide, do we want to head to side quest or main quest at that point? Alright. Okay, Biolab. Biolab just became top priority. Kind of already was, but it's officially top priority at this point. And Large Hydroponics Bay actually became pretty important as well. Okay, so we've detected a Class H planet characterized by extreme aridity and heat. Scans reveal trace populations of high-protein flora and fauna unique to this desert world, but they are scarce. So, should we use our flora knowledge to find edible plants, or should we leave? It's unfortunately our only option. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Some of the edible plants we took made our crew sick. So, 10 of them got sick, and we only got a little bit of food. Yeah, it turns out just randomly grabbing food isn't always the best move in the forest. So, so 5 patients are being treated. There are 10 patients that are sick. So 5 patients will be treated, and then the next 5 will be treated. We could always build another sick bay. Yeah. We'll look at that later. Okay, let's get some science, because oh man, we need science.
What is better doing?
As Voyager approaches the debris field, the scans pick up faint electrical signals from a heavily damaged android. There's no signs indicating where it came from or what caused the damage. I'm going to beam the android aboard and start repairs to assess the origin and function. It takes 25 uranium to do that. We could scan the android to potentially gain insight to its origin or intended purpose. Or we could just leave. I assume the scan would increase science a little bit. I assume beaming the android aboard could increase science quite a lot. Okay, upon reactivation, the android instantly takes a crew member hostage, demanding the technology vital to its species to secure an advantage over a rival android species, locked in what appears to be a state of war of some kind. So, excellent result. Alright, so how are we going to handle this problem? Do what the android says for the safety of the hostage, attempt to overpower the android and rescue the hostage by force, make it clear you won't be extorted. The android can leave, but the technology is withheld to uphold the Prime Directive, or initiate negotiations to avoid conflict and benefit both sides. I can click on any of these options to kind of give you a sense of like what it looks like. Yeah. So top option really doesn't have a lot of positives to it. The second option has a big time positive, but also can have disastrous results. This option, also not great. Better than this one. Or this option, which can also go really wrong, like this one, but it has a higher chance of some positives. So, interesting choices. Negotiate the bottom one? Yeah, we can do that one. Let's see what happens. Negotiations break down. In a furious outburst, the android kills the hostage and injures several crew members before being shot down. The crew is left devastated. Morale minus 250. A crewman died, 5 crew got injured, 2 more got severely injured. And we didn't get the science we were after. It's pretty much a disaster. All right. But on the positive front, we don't have to find as many places for people to stay. All right. So side quest or main quest? What are you thinking? Yeah, let's look at the side quest. The one is correct. This planet is rich with magnetite and can be used to put to good use. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Finding treasure to lift. Lieutenant Torres' voice is coming over the comms. She sounds excited. She's discovered magnesite deposits on this planet. She wants to take a closer look, as this magnesite can improve the stability of Voyager's warp core significantly. How should we proceed? Agree to a request, let her investigate the planet, or decline, tell her we don't have time for that, and make everyone angry. Right. An excellent idea, Lieutenant Torres. Get ready, we'll beam you down. Okay, B'Elanna is currently unavailable, but we did get 100 morale for that, and 5 crew are currently not on Voyager. With B'Elanna Torres currently unavailable, her duties as chief engineer will be temporarily covered by Lieutenant Lani. This remarkably optimistic engineer has an endless fascination with Voyager's inner workings. Even under pressure, her infectious enthusiasm and bright smile remain, as she's always eager to learn something new about the ship. Lieutenant Lani was part of her original Starfleet crew aboard Voyager when it launched. Her presence will ensure a seamless transition. Every spark is just a new lesson waiting to happen, Lieutenant Lani. You know, what I would like, what I wish would happen, is I wish that the deputy chief engineer, Mr. Carey, would take over. That would make sense. But because we don't know if we have him available, that's not an option, unfortunately. Anyway. All right. So she's busy for the next 5 turns. How close are we to researching this thing? 5 turns. Okay. So they're both going to be done in 5 turns. I'm going to continue with main quest. Main quest. Let's go. Crew quarters, life support active. All right. So these emergency quarters are completely useless. I'm going to dismantle this with your permission. All right. And we can build shields or something in its place. We've nearly repaired our hull the rest of the way. You know what? We're good. We don't need anything there. Yeah, we're good right now. Okay. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Continue. We're approaching the data stream source, Captain. It's a beacon. It's partially Kazon. The data stream is active, but it's heavily distorted. If we dismantle it, we could get a transcript. By beaming it aboard, for all we know, it could be a bomb. Alright. Do we want to risk it and beam it aboard, or don't risk it and move on? So we're trying to get intelligence. This is a relay. It could give us intelligence. Or it could be a trap. No, I mean, basically, it's success. Whatever we do is going to be successful. It's just do we think this is a trap? All right, let's go. No risk it, no biscuit. We'll risk it. Beam it aboard. Oh, no explosion yet, Captain. Okay, so we can use the workshop to analyze it. We can use the science lab to analyze it, or we could change our mind, don't dismantle it, and move on. Launch it at the airlock. In case you're curious, the workshop is not in use right now. The science lab is. You want to use the science lab, even though we're already using it? Alright, analyze construction, dismantle the beacon. Analyze it once you know how to dismantle it. Carefully. Captain, the construction is makeshift, amateurish even. We have the transcript, though. Let's hear it. Is your warp core feeling stressed? Are those pesky subspace fluctuations getting you down? Then you need the warp core de-stressifier 3000. Seriously? This revolutionary device uses patented tachyon therapy to soothe your warp core's delicate circuits. Say goodbye to warp core meltdowns and hello to smooth, relaxing warp travel. Oh, come on. What is this? A Ferengi infomercial? I wonder if they offer a warp core spa package. Ensign, any other signals or information from this beacon? Negative, Captain. This is just an advertisement. No closer to Kala, but I suppose we can't say the Delta Quadrant lacks for entertainment. And that's what that was. That's all we have. All right. So, yeah, we got nothing. It was a waste of time. All right. So I'm thinking we can get the food. You know what? I'm gonna get this duranium, then food, then fuel, and head to the next sector. Okay, we've dismantled the emergency quarters, and we have successfully researched what we were researching. We still, unfortunately, don't have enough to get Tier 2 science, but we're on our way. Seven turns away. Let's see. Oh, we need to return to the planet to pick up Balana's team. And we also need to craft the modified transporter relay in the workshop. Also, we can start creating blueprints for torpedoes. Don't make any tornadoes. We can make some torpedoes. We started with, I think, 40, 42, somewhere in there. We're down to 33. That's the thing we can do sometime. It doesn't need to be right now, but that's, yeah, something from later, because I'll forget. Okay, so let's grab this. Engineering office level 2. Alright. Bumps this up to number 2 priority. Lots of need for engineering office level 2. Okay, Captain, we received a hail from an unidentified vessel requesting assistance. We could just invite them aboard and offer them access to our stellar cartography. We could keep a safe distance and transmit navigation data, or we can abandon them. So, part of why this top option is a really good option is right now we are a threat in this sector. We could potentially be seen as not a threat with this. We also have the chance to get a lot of goodies from this. We top off our uranium. But there is the chance it could just go completely sideways. Alright, let's try. We helped the aliens and they left. They didn't even give us a thank you. Again, it could be worse. Alright, let's head over to the Avery. But yeah, it's just like, yeah. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Yeah, it could have been a lot better, but it could have been way worse. The away team isn't responding, Captain. No comm signals either. Probably still underground. The magnesite on the planet's crust could be blocking our sensors. What about this? The away team's last known location was near a cave system, clearly marked on Voyager's initial scans. Could this be where B'Elanna and his team disappeared? This is where the cave system they explored is as it appeared in our global initial geological scan. Voyager sensors reveal a puzzling anomaly. The cave system near the away team's last known location has changed. A lot. Tunnels have shifted. Entire openings have disappeared. There's no logical explanation for why this geological instability could happen. Our initial scans didn't indicate any kind of tectonic activity. Maybe they're trapped, Captain. I'd like to send down a team to investigate. And what will prevent them from getting lost, Commander? Breadcrumbs. Ensign? We could deploy customized transponders along the team's path. They'll maintain a transporter relay in case of an emergency beam out is required. Okay, so develop the transporters or abandon B'Elanna to her team and let them die. It always lets you choose. Yeah. Alright, number 1. Good idea, Ensign. Make it happen. Subspace relay blueprints. Alright, so we need to craft the subspace relay blueprints in the workshop. Yes. Yes. Alright, well, we are currently working on the modified transporter relay for Neelix, to keep Neelix alive. But we also have the subspace relay blueprints to keep B'Elanna alive. We're most of the way done with the modified transporter relay. We should finish that. Because if you abort, you got to start over from the beginning. Okay, so we have 14 turns worth of fuel. So I'm going to say, let's get this food and then this fuel that's right next to it. By the way, we have finished repairing the hull. Yes, let's go ahead and work on this ruined room. And while we're at it, I'm going to make another battery. Does that sound good? Okay. Transporter relay blueprints have been crafted. We also have a new trade offer. I don't think we looked at the last one. Captain, long-range scans show an M-class planet with an oxygen-rich atmosphere and vibrant wildlife. Okay, so we don't have the large hydroponics bay, but the other options are all available to us. Send a team to investigate and collect resources. We could use the low-matter transporters to extract biomatter, or we could crossbreed plants with our hydroponics bay with the local flora. Honestly, this bottom option has the best chance of success. You want to do it? Of course, last time we did this, it went catastrophically wrong. Integrating the forwarding DNA was more difficult than we expected. Sadly, it seems only a few plants were compatible with our nutritional needs, but we were able to get something. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we've completed the preparations for Dr. Detrell's experiment. Now we can head to Rhinax and probe the Metreon cloud for a chance to develop the antibody. But first, let's get these subspace relay blueprints so we can maybe, save B'Elanna. All right, so let's since we're here, let's get the fuel. Breaking point. Captain, some crewmen got into a heated discussion over our current situation, which ultimately resulted in a fight breaking out. Tensions are high, and the last thing we need to be here is at each other's throat. Understood? 13 crew have been injured. That is a lot. Here's an option. We could switch to premium replicator rations, and that would improve morale. But it'd also make us run out of fuel faster, but we're right at a fuel depot. It's not a problem. Alright, let's get some fuel. Alright. Hey, we could use a waste disassembler. Where's my toilet? No wonder the people are upset. Alright, let me get this down here. Alright. So, our options at the moment are use the tractor beam to consolidate the debris for easier collection, or use a shuttle to aid the search. Small debris field scattered in a wide area. Debris fields between remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful here. So, shuttle. Okay. Captain, there was a considerable amount of value in this debris. The shuttles helped, but sadly some parts were too dangerous to recover. But that was as successful as it could have been. Alright, let's head over here. And we've successfully made this battery. So these batteries are using a lot of power, but they also are saving a lot of power. And if we need to, we can always turn them off, and they're still charged. Although, I suppose we'd just be using them in that case. Anyway, makes more sense to just use them. Alright. We're close to having enough dilithium to upgrade the warp core. But not quite there yet. Alright, let's see here. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Let's continue. Also, it is 10:30 where you are. Captain, we've reached Rhinax. Janeway into engineering. Are you ready to contain the cloud sample? Yes, Captain. Pre-sequencing is complete. We're ready. Proceed. Lock established. Energize. Sample obtained. Containment field is stable. Good job, Lieutenant. Dr. Jetrel, will this be enough for your research? Yes, Captain. But I think it's time I told you the truth. Another bizarre experiment? What is it this time? Galaxy-wide poisoning? No, Mr. Neelix. My intentions are good. What I'm about to say may sound like pure madness. Metremia exists, but I don't know if it's possible to find a cure. At least, not during my lifetime. What? You mean I'll just die? No, you're not infected. I just need to motivate you to cooperate. You lying son of a Phyrexian bullworm. I was dead afraid. The audacity. So, should I calm Neelix down, or should I scold Dr. Jetrel? Let me get some water. You make this decision. Not an easy one. So we have an unethical doctor who's already been performing unethical experiments, and it turns out he lied to us to get our help. 2? Alright. To manipulate our concern for Mr. Neelix in such a manner is detestable, Jetrel. Hey, we helped our morale. I did what I had to do. I don't have much time left, you see. Metremia isn't ravaging in your body, but in mine. I will die in a matter of days, but before that, I have to try something. I must. Don't listen to him, Captain. This man is only capable of evil. Look at my research. For the past 15 years, I've been working on a way to rebuild the atomic structure of the victims of the Cascade. I call it regenerative fusion. You want to resurrect the people vaporized by the Metreon Cascade. Exactly. So, ask him why he hid the truth, ask for Neelix's opinion, or ask how it works. So why did you hide the truth? Why didn't you just tell us the truth in the first place? You are an accomplished scientist. You doubt my theories. My own government did, too. I couldn't risk you not believing me. Ask for Neelix's opinion, or ask how it works. Mm-hmm. Okay. This concerns your people, Mr. Neelix. What do you think? Oh, sorry. You said 2. 2 had moved. Was this the one you wanted? Okay. Hate to say it, but if there's a chance, you've got to help him. Maybe he could bring my family back. I used medical records to identify the genetic sequence of the test case. Let me try it, Captain. For Rhinax's sake, and for all Mr. Neelix. Help with the experiments? How risky is it, or forbid the experiment? How safe is this experiment for Voyager? The transporters will go past the red line. They may even overload. That's assuming it doesn't just blow up in our faces. The experiment isn't risk-free, I admit. But we can't let this opportunity go to waste. It's the last one I have. Help or forbid it? Lieutenant Lani, activate the emergency containment field around the transporter pad. We're going to assist the doctor with his experiment. Thank you, Captain. You won't regret it. Emergency containment field activated. Retargeting scanners to wide beam. Divert power to transporters. Energize. A figure materializes on the transporter pad, shimmering, splendid, and translucent. As a Cascade victim, brought back from the depths of atomic disintegration. But it is flawed. It's incomplete. It's a ghostly echo of its former self. It's working. Unbelievable, but atomic cohesion dropping. We're losing them. Man, we could really use B'Elanna for this. Divert all power to the pattern buffers. We're already maxed out. This fragmentation, it won't work. We're going to fry the system. So increase the energy, 75% success, or give up. Overload them. Aye, Captain. Pattern buffers have breached the threshold. They're... Lieutenant? Oh, that stung. A few minor injuries. Energy feedback short-circuited the consoles. Went through the hull, but we lost... 5 crew got injured. Captain. Dr. Jetral. Janeway to engineering. Janeway to sickbay. Medical emergency. We're already in engineering. Dr. Jettel is stable, Captain, but the Matremia is progressing rapidly. I'm afraid there's little we can do. How are you feeling? Now that I've tried everything to make up for what I did, I'm surprisingly good for a dying man. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my attempt to make amends. You took a great risk. Captain, take my research on regenerative fusion. It may not revive the dead, but it might hold potential for repairing cellular damage in the living. So regenerative fusion is now something we can research in the science tech tree. Thank you, Jetral. I hope you find peace. Farewell, Captain Janeway. I hope you make your way. For a moment, I really thought I could have them back. My family. But the dead are dead. We can't keep clinging to the past. We have to move on. Keep living. So comfort him, or let him grieve all by himself. Nothing can replace what we've lost. But know this, Mr. Neelix. You're part of our family now. We'll be here for you. Always. Helm, return to our old course. Okay, mission successful. 250 XP for Janeway, plus 5 dilithium. I think if you are successful on doing the stuff with him, it's possible to get his research like right out of the gate. Like successfully complete his research right then. But I don't think we are able to. I think we actually just have to research it. Trying to find it. Oh no, we did get it. Regenerative fusion. Reduces fatigue in away missions for 20%. Okay. Yeah, yes. Okay, we also now have 70 science, so we can research tier 2 in science. I assume we want to do that? Okay. Yeah, we do. All right, so that part is successful. We are currently trying to make the subspace relays. We'll have it in one turn. We should probably go ahead and head to that planet that B'Elanna was on. I do need to look for a stopping point. But let's go ahead and let's roll this a little bit longer. Subspace relay blueprints crafted. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Let's go ahead and send an away team. Okay, who are we going to send? So, Survivalist has special skills, so that's going to be Chakotay. We also need an engineer. B'Elanna's obviously occupied. The best engineer we have available is Lieutenant Carey. Should we send him to go help B'Elanna? All right, and so we probably could use some more security. In addition, so our next best security would be Tuvok. So Tuvok, Chakotay, and Mr. Carey. Alright, let's start our mission. Captain, we're inside the caves. No sign of B'Elanna or the others. Alright, so we can track them down. We have Survivalist, which is got lots of bonuses. It gives us bonus food and bonus morale. So let's do that one. Wow, that was a miserable failure. I'm glad we had Chakotay to kept that from not being a problem. Chakotay's tracking skills pay off, and he quickly realizes a fight took place. The team follows the tracks. Captain, we found a door behind a force field. Orders? Alright, so we can do this with Mr. Carey. Has a chance of failure. Or we could overload the force field with our phasers, which is critical success. Very likely critical success, but we don't get any science out of it. And right now we need science bad. So we want to go ahead and interfere? Yeah, alright, let's go. Alright, success. The team subtly jams the force field. They enter undetected. Captain, we've entered a Vidian facility. There are guards all over the place. Orders? Okay. So there's a couple of ways we can handle this. We can stun them and get some more personnel, and also get some duranium. Or we could make up an explanation and get some science and some stuff. So which would we rather have? They're both good options, by the way. I will say this one has like no risk. This one is a really great option, and it could be critical success. Want to do this one? It was a critical success. Coordinated, the away team stuns the guards with ease. So 45 duranium and 5 personnel got picked up. Captain, this is a prison, and there's Starfleet uniforms among the prisoners. Okay. And we have a shootout on the way out. Or we can try to intimidate the guard, which doesn't look very successful at all. So shootout on our way out. Let's go. Pew pew. Blasting, the away team opens the prison cells where they discover 2 B'Elannas. 1 human and 1 Klingon. With no time to waste, they beam back to Voyager. So, this was a wildly successful mission. Carey gained 2 levels for this. So, we had 3 successful challenges. We had a critical success, injury-free bonus. We also gained gobs of resources. We've topped off 2 of our resources. We've got new personnel. We've got some dilithium. This was a successful mission. Yeah. Doctor, is B'Elanna all right? Well, one of them is. 2 Balanas lie in sickbay. One is human, the other is Klingon. The crew gazes in bewilderment. How can one person be split into 2 separate beings? How... Captain, the Vidians experimented on us. They separated us. They came to the conclusion that Klingon DNA is resistant to the phage, but they needed a full-blooded Klingon for their experiments. They dared to lay their filthy hands on us. They will pay with their blood. Okay, what exactly happened down there? Captain, it's also... Alana? What's happening, Doctor? Her human DNA is severely damaged. Extracting DNA from her Klingon half could stabilize her cellular structure. Reintegration might also be possible, restoring Lieutenant Torres's genetic composition back to her old self, so to speak. However, one mistake could kill her Klingon half, and Lieutenant Torres's body could reject the reintegration. I don't want to risk another life. I couldn't live with that. You would die for me. Courageous, but I will not accept it. We are Klingon. Extract the DNA. Okay. We just picked up regenerative fusion. We could use regenerative fusion to extract and reintegrate the DNA without any problems. 100% chance of success. Or we could have 75% chance of success, or we just say, oh, there's no way, and let B'Elanna die. So, option 1, we just picked that up. What about Dr. Jetrel's generation fusion therapy? We could duplicate and reintegrate the mission DNA without any problems. Brilliant, Captain. Why didn't I think of that? We wouldn't even be putting her Klingon half in danger. Captain, you saved us both. I don't know what to say. I'm in your debt, Captain Janeway. A debt of honor, a debt of blood. It will be repaid. Qapla'! It's good to have you both. Both your technical expertise and fierce warrior spirit will be assets to the challenges we face. Helm, return to our course to the Alpha Quadrant. We gain more dilithium. Noel, congratulations. We have picked up a new crew member. We now have 2 B'Elannas. We have 2 B'Elannas. One of them is injured, and the other one is ready to go, the Klingon B'Elanna. Congratulations. Alright, so the Klingon B'Elanna, I don't want to put her in the torpedo bay. She's great. She's also a very skilled engineer in her own right. Isn't that great? So yeah, we have B'Elanna and B'Elanna working next door to each other. So, half-human B'Elanna is in the deflector bay, and Klingon B'Elanna is in the torpedo bay. Isn't that great? I love it. Okay, that's a great point to stop on. So we're going to save, and we're going to pick this up tomorrow. Are you enjoying this game, Noel? All right, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.